What's going on, guys? So where do I even start? I'm doing the fuel return system on this car, doing a fuel pressure gauge, already working on the fuel pump. Started this video like halfway off. I didn't do any content on how to remove the fuel hanger. I already have a CGM tap hat that was installed by Soho, and everything was wired up. So all I gotta do is put the 525 hellcat pump in there. Already made the modifications for this. You have to cut the, I guess, the fuel pump hanger where the fuel pump goes, because it goes right here in the middle. You got to cut it in half in order to fit the bigger fuel pump. There's a little modification. I'll find a picture so I can show you guys from CJM. So right now I'm in the process of just putting everything together. I got my fuel pressure regulator. I got some other stuff out the way. I got the Innovate flex fuel kit with all the wiring, I guess, to plug to the ECU, and also got their gauge to be plugged in. I already installed the 1300cc injectors on the car. I'll put a clip in here that I recorded with my cell phone explaining how I did it and kind of showing what I did. Installing 1300s. So I took one by one out. This is the last one. So you got this clip right here. Try to do this one hand. So this is what the clip looks like. It just snaps on. It's just hard to get off with one hand. Disconnect that. Got that out. So I lubed up the O-rings with this right here. Put some here and some right here. What you gotta do is just press it back in. As you can see, it's a little bit of tension. That's why you want to lube it, so you don't rip the O-ring and the clip. Just slides back in. See if I can get it with one hand. Yep. As you can see, it has like a little stopper on this side so it doesn't twist. And the whole thing is secure. The injector is able to move around, but it won't come back out. And just clip it back in. So there you go. I replaced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 6 injectors. I've been replaced with 1300s. But right now, plug this light real quick. You can see I took the seat out, and behind the passenger seat is where your fuel pump sits. There's another hanger opening over there, but I don't have a dual setup or surge tank or anything like that, so I don't think I need to run anything on the other side. So it's just everything gonna be right here in tank. These are some of my fuel lines for the new feed. It's another one right here. What I've been having a hard time, obviously, I've never done this before, it's just figuring out the orientation of how the freaking lines come. I think this is the one for the fuel pump hanger, because it's a 90 and then it goes down, or it may be for down here from where you remove the OEM fuel line, which is this one right here that I got wrapped because there was still a little bit of fuel coming out of it, so I wrapped it. So it's either for that one. Once I remove that hose, I could put this on there and then the line comes up. But I know these straight ones right here, you can see, move it up. I know that's for the filter. That one and the other one is for the filter to come up. And there's one more line, it's right here. See, this line is like a 45-degree angle, so I'm assuming one of these, it comes up and goes there to the fuel pump feed, to the feed for the car. And then this back piece right here goes to the fuel pressure regulator that I'm gonna put like somewhere back there. I haven't decided yet, but I'm working on this slowly. Oh, also there's like a modification you have to do to this. Let me try to get a light on it. You guys see this right here? This little piece here on the inside, there's like a restrictor there for the fuel to come out. So what I did was I took it out and manually I put the bit in there and kind of turned it and whitened it. It's 764 or something like that I use to whiten it. So yeah, so I just got to put everything back together now and install it back in the car. This is the old one, by the way, 340 Aeromotive, which is gonna be for sale too. So it goes like this, and it goes in here. So this is so big that with the other piece that was on it, which was this bottom piece, like you see, it doesn't fit. So you got to cut it below where the return system is going to be hooked up to. So you got to cut this out and cut everything out. I did this yesterday, but I didn't record any of the process, so I'm just letting you guys know. So for the most part, I got everything on here. I just gotta do the last little bit. Come on, baby, get in there. Fuel pump is connected. A sucker. It's on there. Well, I hope you guys can see. Got one in. Now for the new feed. I wish there was a better way to do this. Whew, suckers on there. So now I just gotta tighten these up. Man, this thing has a lot of tension on it. And so I got all my other ones. I don't know if you guys are OCD like I am. I like all my bolts and stuff to be facing the same way. I mean, nobody's gonna see this but whoever works on my car again, but I know how I did it. And it will bug the crap out of me. Well, these are like backwards, but it'll be like out of the way, tucked in here. The only reason I'm making this video is because somebody asked me if I recorded this, and then it hit me. Oh shit, I could have made a YouTube video with it. So here we are. You know, I'm not a professional. I'm learning as I go. They call it like YouTube mechanic or whatever. So everything's able to move freely. Need a zip tie to put down here. It's complete. All done. Which I feel like I might have put this in backwards. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. But here we are. Fuel pump installed. Everything connected correctly. Where it's supposed to go. We'll check everything before I put it back in the car. So as you guys can see, fuel pressure gauge is installed. That's the new feed. Flex fuel kit is installed back here. Fuel pressure regulator right there. I just need to get like a little T for here to connect to some vacuum right here. Get another one and some more vacuum hose. But yeah, everything is routed. Show you guys. You see that black line? See the black line coming over there? That's the filter, new filter. Make sure when you're installing it, it has an arrow. I don't know if you can see. It says forward. That's the way that the fuel is going, so you gotta go with the flow, obviously. And comes from here. And it goes over there. So one of the last things I gotta do is send this to the inside of the car and install my gauge on the pillar over there. So I just turned on the ignition. Got 40 psi. It's going down now. Trying to find some leaks. I had a leak right here. That one was a little loose. So a quick mistake that I made. You guys see? You gotta put the AN straight onto the flex fuel. What I did first is I put this little pin here and slid this thing on it like that. And then you guys see this has an opening that slides into the little tube that goes here. You guys could kind of see in there. Probably hard to see in the light, but you see that little tube? It comes off of here on both sides. So I made the mistake of putting this in first, and then it will not sit flush like this. It was like cocksided. And then when I opened the switch up to prime the system, started leaking a bunch of fuel from this thing. So now I gotta just connect everything back and tighten all the bolts and connect the sensor back up. So yeah, not too bad. Again, everything is put back in. Fuel pressure gauge. This is the new feed line. The best way I could get it until I get another hose made. Because of the turbo, it comes up kind of like right there. So there's not much I can do about it. That's why I put this heat shielding on it. If anything, I'll bought some more if I need more for now, but I'll just keep an eye on it. So I was looking from here and from where the old feed was, which is down here somewhere. I gotta check that clamp too. And always remember, guys, every time you're doing something like this with your fuel injectors or whatever, fueling related, electrical related, I recommend disconnecting your negative off so your car doesn't have any power. The last thing you need is something to spark and then you catch your shit on fire. Just saying. I mean, there's always a safety thing for me, so yeah. Catch you guys in a second and I'll update you if it starts leaking again. Or if it doesn't start leaking, I'll update you in a second. So, primed it one time. Got fuel pressure. No more leaking. Everything's dry. Let's do it one more time because this is when it started leaking. Let's check. No leaking. Nice. Recording on the GoPro, Inception. And no more leaking. Woohoo! Yes. Time to turn it off. That's all she wrote. Gotta put this back. I'm gonna leave the seat out. So I gotta figure out how to connect this. I don't know if I'm gonna have Soho do it. And just give me enough cable where I could put it over here. But fuck, it's been a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's all she wrote, man. Next thing, getting tuned.